To make a clafoutis, you need a bowl, you need a whisk, and to start for 6 little ramekins this side, you're going to need 3 eggs. So my first thing to do is to break those eggs and whisk them. So that's 1. And here 2. And now 3. So my 3 eggs are in here, and I'm going to whisk them like, you know, an omelette. And I'm going to add my pre-measured flour. So for my flour, it is 2.5 ounces for 3 eggs. So here I'm going to add my flour in here. And I'm going to whisk those together. So start slow so you don't end up with flour on your face. And then you can go a little faster. And when this looks smooth, so a little more elbow grease here needed. So whisk it well. And when you don't see any flour lumps anymore, good, we're going to add inside our cream. So pre-measured half a cup. For that one, I'm going to leave this on the side for now, and we're going to focus on our garnish. So it's going to be and filling. It's going to be green asparagus. So I'm going to cut the woody stems, and I'm going to cut here the base of my asparagus in small pieces. So Instagram Live, you see it well. Here is for Facebook Live. So I'm going to cut that in small pieces. And keep the heads of the asparagus, the tips, like this, as it will be the garnish of our clafoutis. Now I have here my pancetta, and here in the back I have my wok. So here is the wok. So I'm going to put my pancetta in here. And I'm going to add here my asparagus cut. And I'm going to saute that for 5 minutes as we finish the batter. So here, asparagus and pancetta go on the stove. So on about a medium heat. And once they are started, when the pancetta is sizzling, I'll put a lid on top so they finish steaming and my asparagus are soft. They will cook again in the oven, but well, it's better to start with something already a little softer. So here I'm going to keep going with the preparation of my batter. So now I have my cream, eggs, and my flour here, and here. So here, then I'm going to start chopping my basil. So my basil in the garden is still small, but I'm lucky, I have some. So I'm going to make what is called a chiffonade. So to make a chiffonade, I'm going to cut my leaves from the stem here. So it's starting to sizzle in my wok, so I'm going to stir a little quickly. And at this point, I'm going to put the lid on top so it has a chance to steam. in addition to the searing. So I'm going to finish my chiffonade. So here is a big leaf. So in my big leaf, I'm going to put the others, and I'm going to make a little cigar. So I roll it, and here it is, ready to be chopped. So here, I think I'll try to get to a point where everybody sort of sees, and I'm going to cut long stripes of my basil, and this is my chiffonade. So my basil is ready, and now I'm going to take my batter again. I'm going to whisk it a last time, and I'm going to discard my whisk, because now we're going to put solid ingredients in the batter, and with solid ingredients there is no way a whisk can be efficient. So here, I think I'm going to put my basil in here, and I'm going to put some cheese. For cheese, I like this mix. This mix, I find it at Trader Joe's. So it's shaved cheese rather than grated cheese, and I think it gives better results in the final clafoutis, because it makes threads, you know, and it's tasty, some gooiness, right? So here is in my batter, and you can be liberal with the cheese, you know, it doesn't hurt anybody, right? So, well, a little, but it's okay. We're going to stir again the veggies and pancetta, and then we will add it in here. Okay, so here it is. So my pancetta is not really crispy, but it is seared. So all the fat from it kind of melted, and that's what was used to cook my asparagus inside. So I'm going to transfer that in my batter here. And then we're going to season with salt and pepper. And here again, there is room for creativity, because salt is salt, but for the pepper, you could use paprika, or you could use different things depending on the type of veggie you put inside. So now it is time to use a spoon to mix everything, so things don't get stuck in the strings of my whisk. That's a word I don't know. Okay, and here I'm going to stir and add some pepper, some salt. So don't feel horrified with the salt. It doesn't go so fast, and you want some salt inside anyway. So it's not that much. And here I'm going to stir. Pepper was a bit too much. I might sneeze. Well, I think I'll be okay. So here, batter is ready. So I'm going to prepare my ramekins with the pepper. And so here I'm going to butter liberally all those ramekins. So 6 ramekins for this quantity. And so a little butter on a paper towel, and I'm going to butter them liberally all the way to the top. Here. That's one. So 6 total, 5 to go. Here. To be honest, sometimes I just do it with my fingers because I'm a bit more efficient. But well, here. As I butter the ramekins, let's talk about cooking the clafoutis. So here is my oven, and this oven I've been preheating it on 380 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the right temperature for those clafoutis. So 380, and you want it preheated correctly when you're going to put the clafoutis inside, and they will bake for 20 minutes. So here, nearly done. One more. Okay, here. So ramekins are ready. For more convenience, I put my ramekins in a tray because that's the easiest way to bring them to the oven. So I have my batter ready to go, seasoned. I have my asparagus tips, and I'm going to fill my ramekins with a little ladle. And so to do that, the trick in order to make it in a clean-ish way is to get your ramekin above your bowl. So if anything pours, it pours back into the bowl. So here, and lift it, go to the center, start with one ladle in each. Here. Oh, this one is very full. Okay. Here. And 2 more. So those little bowls are convenient because they have a pouring tip. So for the rest of it, I'm going to pour directly from the bowl. It's going to be faster. Perfect. Okay, we're all set. Nearly. Not quite, because the last thing to do is to put my garnish. So my asparagus tips, I just put them in the ramekin at an angle, and it will look cute when the clafoutis are cooked. So here and here, and I'm going to put that in the oven. Remember 380, and it will go in for 20 minutes. My timer, 20 minutes, and bear with me for 2 minutes and I'll come back with a surprise. And here they are. It didn't take 20 minutes because I pre-baked a batch this morning, but this is the final result, so you can see it right away. So my little clafoutis, so they went up. When they come out of the oven, they are quite high, and then they fall back down because my ramekins were buttered correctly. Well, let's hope. I can always help myself with a little knife. Just pressure on the side and it will unglue them. So you don't really have to cut around because that would probably damage the sides. And here you are. One little clafoutis ready to eat.